Good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm the Director of Community Engagement in the Educational Foundation for Desert Sands Unified School District, and you are watching episode 58 of Classroom Conversation of Season 2. We are the engagement show for all of Desert Sands. We talk about all the amazing things going on in our community, our schools, our staff, as well as just bright spots going on everywhere. But I want to go ahead and before we start off with our show today, I want to make sure to thank our sponsors. Obviously, Desert Sands Unified School District, Desert Sands Educational Foundation, their board, who wrote a grant with the City of Indio, which we'll have the Indio update here shortly. Prep Sports Weekly with Kevin Pillow. Thank you for being host of our halftime show. And always, Craig Campbell with CoachellaValley.com. It's a pleasure to have you as a friend to K-12 education here. But we got a full show today. I'm going to go ahead and bring on Chef Mary with me. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm fine. It's 55 degrees over here in San Diego, blue skies. It's beautiful. Came back from a nice walk. That's why I'm kind of like in my walking clothes.
There you go.
It's a great day. It's really a good day.
Excellent. Well, speaking of great days, I know that our students are having some amazing days wrapping up before they go on spring break next week. Remember, we had a little, I wasn't sure when spring break was, now that I'm a 12-month employee, but now we know our Desert Sands spring break is going on April 18th through the 22nd. So I want to make sure that our general public are aware of that and so forth. Yeah. Yes. It's weird. For the first time, we have, so I've got a good morning for Chef Mary, and usually on Facebook, Mary, it'll say the name and so forth, and it says, good morning, Sean. So I'm kind of curious what's going on with Facebook, if there's a new platform or something with StreamYard. It's a little bit different.
I don't know. My sister she's been dialing me, dialing me. And then there's no one there. I guess she's kind of butt dialing me.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. Well, I didn't want to say that on the media, but I didn't know how to say that.
Okay, well, you said it, no problem. Okay. All right, so as I promised Mama would, I want to talk about the LCAP survey. Mary, as we shared before, this is the opportunity for our community to give input and how we're going to spend some funds and direct some funding for the future and so forth. So if you want to partake and be part of the LCAP, please scan that QR code up on the screen there. It's going on now until April 22nd. And make sure to go ahead and fill out that survey. It's tejoin.com. And then you can see the number there, 330-459-729. And you can take that survey. We really encourage all of our families to do that. I know, Mary, you and I did the thought exchange last year, and we went step by step.
Yes.
Talking about what we thought was important and so forth. And that's exactly what this is. This is an opportunity for, just say Mary has some thoughts about a program that's being funded by LCAP Goal 3. She can go ahead and put up her thoughts. And then myself, I can either add to that thought, or I can go ahead and create some own thoughts myself.
Oh, that's a good idea.
As well as ask questions. So it definitely prompts a virtual conversation about what's going on. But just want to make sure of that. And this is a complete map of everything that's going on with the LCAP. We like to make sure that we have full access for all of our families, so we make sure to have it in Spanish as well. But there we have that. Let's see, what else do I have for us in slides here, Mary? I saved the date for the African American Parent Advisory Committee. As you know, Mary, they did a special with us last year, in the month of February. Well, now we're doing a celebration on May 13th. This is taking place at St. Margaret's Episcopal Church, and this is going to be at 6:30 on May 13th. So very exciting opportunity for them. But let's see here. I think that might be all of the slides I have for us. Now we're going to go ahead and bring on Brooke for the Indio Minute. An update. Good morning, Brooke. How are you doing?
Good morning. Hi, Sean. Hi, Chef Mary. It's good to see you. Thanks for getting me on a little bit early today. We've got a lot going on. I don't know if you guys have heard of a couple festivals that come through Indio every April. That is starting this week, and there's going to be a fun Indio surprise for those people who go to the concerts, both Stagecoach and Coachella. So
interesting.
Working on
Indio surprise. I will share. I'm going to get to go this weekend. Brooke, you'll love this. My older brother lives in upstate New York, and his daughter has not had the opportunity for a regular junior and senior year. So because of that, what he did for her is he bought her some Coachella tickets, and he's bringing her across country. And I'm using the 4th ticket, so I get to go a couple of the days and so forth. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be my first time at Coachella since I don't know how long ago Eminem was there, but that's when I was there last. Yeah, so maybe 5-6 years or so.
Yes. Well, that's amazing. I've never been to Coachella.
Oh, really? Really? Okay. So with your duties, do you have to be there since the public information officer for the city?
Yeah, I'll probably be there in some capacity, but probably not in a capacity that people normally expect to go to Coachella. I will be there as an observer, a
Okay.
documenter,
There you go.
maybe pop in and out. Yes,
Okay.
we'll see. Yeah, that M&M show was one I definitely would have. Well, see, that's like more our generation. Maybe
Yes, I would say
M&M
so.
play.
I would say so. And I'll be honest, we showed up at 6:00 just for that portion. We didn't go for the whole day.
Yeah, but there's so much more that's happening in Indio too. So, sometimes people like to joke that when Coachella comes to town, if they're not going, then they're leaving. But there's a lot of things still to do throughout the weekend. We're trying to program for those people who are here year round. And so, yes, the Teen Center continues to have activities even through Desert Sands spring break. There are a lot of field trips that are going to be happening. So go to indio.org/teen center, or if you're watching on desktop, put your phone up to the QR code and see if you can go directly to our page if you're not a part of the Teen Center. But kind of a cool thing to do, a cool opportunity to get to know maybe new people if you're not involved, and also just decompress a little bit during that spring break period. I know that a lot of testing is coming up for the younger kids too. So a fun way to get involved. Also happening in Indio this Sunday, as every Sunday, and we're going to hold on to this through May, cross our fingers it's not going to be too warm, is the Certified Farmers Market. And I've been saying lately, it's not just about veggies. There are so many other things to do and to see and to taste there. Have you guys managed to go by yet?
I'll be honest, I didn't get a chance to go this last weekend. Tara hijacked Brooklyn from me and took her out with her girlfriends. So my goal is to get there soon. It won't be this Sunday being Easter, but I'll definitely make it to an upcoming.
Yes. So that is certainly something to think about. Easter, there's going to be, for those people either before or after church, or those who don't attend, there will be 2 different sessions of yoga. One of them is still going to be free. That's at 10 a.m. every Sunday, free yoga on the lawn, family friendly, as well as someone who's reading story for kids. This is every second Sunday. There's a mariachi. So that was last week. But also they are starting a new promotion. It's kind of fun, which is sort of a more, I don't want to say aggressive, but more active kind of yoga session. And that's at 9 a.m. on Sundays. And it's a $10 drop-in, but that $10 also gets you your choice of a coffee at one of the local kind of craft coffee places that are there. I've tried them. It's really good. And so, you can do your yoga, kind of wake up and then get your coffee. There's great breakfast food, flowers, all those sorts of things. So please check it out. Downtown Indio, Town and Bliss. What else do we have going on, Sean?
Let's see here. You guys are going to pick up again in May. It's like concert everything going on with you guys. I love it.
Concert everything. Yes. So this Jazz Cartel, they are well known. They call them Disneyland's Jazz Cartel. And so, these are folks that are really there to give a good time to families. And that's going to be fun. It's going to be a little later now that it's getting dark a little bit later too. Let things cool off a little bit, but please check it out. So many food vendors there, drink, lots of fun games for kids. It's a really family-friendly environment. As I've mentioned before, we brought my kids every time, also Desert Sands students, and they ask when the next one is going to be. They have a fun time there, meeting up with their friends and hanging out while the parents listen to music and chat. So really put that on your calendar now.
Yes. And as well, on May 14th, I want to point out, that is the same day that we are doing a joint, we're calling it a futures fair, a job fair over at Indio High School. And this is going to take place for all students of the Coachella Valley, not just for, Desert Sands, but we're opening up to all students, juniors and seniors, where you can have an opportunity to interview for a job with businesses that are part of the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber, Palm Desert Area Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Chandi Group USA. So a full day in Indio coming up on May 14th. I love it.
Yes, well, we are the center stage of the valley and home to 19 of Desert Sands schools, so more than half, right?
Yes, well more than half.
So yeah, a lot of fun things, and that just kind of this is if you want to plan out in advance. We've got a June and a July, all different genres, and you can find out all about it by signing up for Indio Live. So we'll give it a beat here so people can put their phones up there. Otherwise, it's on the front page of the city's website, indio.org. It's just once a month. I write everything that's in there. If you have some content that you'd like me to try and share, like last month, we talked about The Little Mermaid that was performing at Indio High School. We also have the Job Futures Fair in there for May's edition. But it's just a fun way to kind of stay in touch, not just about events and activities that are happening in Indio, but for people who are out of the area too. Some of the new programs that we have here, we try and highlight new businesses, people in the city. So if you've got anyone you'd like to nominate, please just reach out to me, or you can email news@indio.org.
Okay. Perfect. Well, Brooke, thank you so much. I know you got a really busy week going on with Coachella and all the different festivals going on and everything that you guys do in the great city of Indio. Thank you so much for everything. And I hope that we get to see you next week and you can give us some more tips about going to Coachella and so forth, since you'll be there for this week.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'll have lots to share. All right.
All right. Hey, have a great one, Brooke. We'll see you later.
Thanks to everyone watching.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, always a pleasure to have Brooke on with us, Mary.
I know. I've never been to Coachella either.
Oh, you haven't? Oh my gosh,
No.
it is quite a scene. I will tell you that, like I said, the last time I was there was like 5-6 years ago. Eminem was performing, and as Brooke said, it's more of our genre and so forth. Brooke and I are the same age, but no, it was a great time. I couldn't even tell you one of the groups that's going to be there on Friday. I'm just looking forward to the atmosphere and the people watching.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, working at the arena, it's like we have a Coachella every day.
Yeah, working over in the arena, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, with all the different events and the things that are going on. And this past weekend, the Sockers, I think they won their playoff, and they're going to play again, the San Diego Sockers. So that's pretty exciting because we have them last week and they won, and now they'll come back again next week and they could win a championship.
Oh my. Okay. Well, continuing on, Mary, we've got a busy show today. Pretty exciting. With us for the first time, and I'm going to butcher her last name. I know I am. We have Cindy Burson. Cindy, I hope I said that correct. Did I say that right?
You did. It was perfect.
There we go. We have Cindy Burson, who's the Chief Executive Officer with the Children's Discovery Museum of the Desert. Cindy, welcome to Classroom Conversations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. And I know you met briefly with Chef Mary beforehand, but I want to formally introduce you online. Chef Mary meets Cindy. She's
Cindy.
an amazing person that I've met that is doing great things at the Discovery Museum. And quick, Cindy, before we talk about the Discovery Museum, give us your elevator speech. Who is Cindy?
Cindy is a mom and a wife, first of all. My kids both go to Desert Sands Unified School District. One is at Carter Elementary, where they both went. We love Carter. And the other one is at Palm Desert Charter Middle School right now for his first year.
Okay.
That's pretty much me. And then CEO of the museum, which everything I do at the museum is for my family and all the other families. So
no, it's amazing. And I will say that, you know, Mary, since we both have children, Cindy and I both have children, I understand that you ran into my wife and my daughter the other day at the park.
I did. What a small world, huh?
Yeah, definitely a small world. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and share a sneak peek of the great things that are coming up at the Discovery Museum. We've got some slides here, so I'm going to go ahead and put them up. And Cindy, I'll let you just kind of take it away. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Okay, so the next 6 slides are the 6 different sections of the museum. As you may or may not know, we are undergoing a reimagination. We took this time of the pandemic and having to be closed, and we decided instead of being a negative for the museum, we were going to turn it into a positive. So we decided to come up with 40 new exhibits for our families and also broaden our audience to include older kids and kids of all abilities. So what you'll see in these next 6 slides are the 6 different sections. This is the section right when you walk in is Imagines. That's okay.
Yep.
A very whimsical garden party full of imagination and opportunities for kids to explore in there. The next slide is Move. It's going to be a really physical, fun part of the museum where kids can exercise and they won't even know they're doing it. They're moving their bodies, climbing on net sculptures, doing rock climbing walls, and having all kinds of fun and being healthy at the same time.
Quick question. The Move, I don't even go any further. having a 2.5-year-old at home, I need to go to this section immediately and just leave Brooklyn there for a couple of hours. Is that possible yet?
We'll work on that for you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and the great thing with all of these exhibits is that we are making sure to make them ADA compliant where we can. So, for example, that net climbing structure will have an ADA ramp on the side, so that if a visitor did have the upper body strength to pull themselves through, they could do that and experience that as well. And we're doing that with a lot of these experiences. If someone's in a wheelchair, they can also pull themselves through the rock climbing wall. And so we're being very cognizant of that to make sure that everybody feels really welcome coming to the museum.
Okay, excellent. Okay, and moving on, we have the Express area. What's this all about?
So Express is really exciting because we're actually building that building within the building. So it's a stained glass house. Those panes that you see are dichromatic film, where the natural light will create a prismatic kaleidoscope effect. And this whole section is about expressing yourself through the written word, through painting with light, through all different kinds of experiences that are very unique. And again, we're holding true to what we've done for the past 3 decades, which is giving kids hands-on experiences that are open-ended. They're not defined. We want them to take 1,000 blocks and make whatever they want. We want them to create things of their imagination and celebrate that. So this section right here in Express really helps with that.
Okay. I love what it is. You get to express yourself there.
Yes.
And so forth. Okay, excellent.
Beautiful.
And then we have this is the best part.
So
one of the best parts, the experiment part.
Yep. If science is your jam, this is the section for you. So it's going to be all about science and building. So we're going to have a scarf blower that's 14 feet tall, where kids can feed a scarf in and manipulate the forced airway so that they can see cause and effect of how that affects the scarf. We're going to have pinball golf in here, where kids can move around the bumpers and such to see how the golf ball will react to those different obstacles and what have you, and get in the hole. This is where we're going to have the thousands of blocks and builder shapes and geometric panels. We're going to have an animation station here where kids can make movies and all kinds of other really fun things in this section.
Amazing. Mary, I can see myself going there with Brooklyn. I can see you driving over to the desert and bringing Maddie there. And she's a lot older than her. This is activities for all ages.
Yes, that looks like fun.
It is fun. And this is going to be in the back of the museum, where you may remember the grocery store and pizza place. This is going to be transformed into our toddler town, and it pays homage to mid-century modernism, as you can see, because it lends itself to that with all of the great bright colors and the shapes and so forth. And in addition to a traditional toddler space, if you will, we're also going to have a caregiver resource library. So one of the things that we discovered was there aren't a lot of those easily accessible in a place like the museum, where you're already there with your family. So to have books and resources that show other things going on in the valley, as well as books about discipline or family dynamics or whatever the case may be, we're going to satisfy that need in this section.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And then the last section is going to be upstairs. And this is really a great section because it's going to be transforming your visit up into a mountain-like setting. And this space is going to be a calm space for those that might be on the spectrum, or any visitor that just needs a break from the hustle and bustle of the museum. So it's going to have tranquil lighting, beautiful natural soundscapes, flickering fireflies on the walls. And there will be things like a camping space. There will be a waterfall wall with a fishing activity, and then actually sensory toys. And as you can see in the middle there, one of the cocoon style seatings to envelop kids that like that feeling. And so that's one of the things we're really proud of, is having this space for kids that might need those things.
Okay. And then this is an amazing thing this is what I saw, and I said, I need to talk to Cindy. Talk to us about this.
So this is really great. The City of Rancho Mirage has always been an amazing partner with the museum. We are funded privately by donations and grants and things like that, but the city has always been amazing. And they have approved a matching grant campaign up to $150,000. So what that means is any level of donation from $1 all the way to your heart's content will be doubling the impact. Okay. And we're extremely grateful to the city for this, because it's a tremendous opportunity to help us towards our fundraising goal.
That is absolutely amazing. I think that's geez, I can't wait till you guys open up and have these experiences for my daughter and so forth. What is the time frame that you guys are looking at?
So the time frame is, we are hopeful with our community's support, if we continue on this path, that we're going to be open in December.
Okay.
The goal is to be open for holiday break so that we can offer holiday camps and the things that we ordinarily do. And so our community's littles will have a place to go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, right as soon as I get off here, I'm going to go on your website, and Mary, I'm going to make a donation for both of us. Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to make a
awesome.
donation for $100 for both Mary and I,
you.
and we'll definitely be doing that. And I saw your website; it's pretty easy to do. Go to cdmod.org. I actually have that available, and I'm going to pull it up so everybody can see. But Cindy, I think it's just amazing what you guys are doing over there. Thank you so much. Oh, you know what? You have one more slide before
I do have one more slide.
You guys have an event coming up.
We do. We actually
we love to talk about events.
Yes, we actually have an event. It's a fundraising event that will be up on our website today, but it's called Ladies Night Out Couture. Men are certainly welcome if you'd like to buy something for your ladies or yourself. It's with the Estate Jewelry Collection on El Paseo across from Apple. And she is being so gracious, buying and selling jewelry. And the museum will get 25% of the proceeds, which would then be doubled with the matching grant.
Okay, so you said buying and selling. So just say if I have some things that I want to go ahead and maybe that we're not used anymore. Like I have an older gold chain that I never wear. I can bring it there that night and they'll go ahead and give credit to you guys. Okay. That's
correct. If it's something that they would want to buy, then yes, which I'm sure you've got something just lovely.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Too funny. Mary, while I pull up the website here, do you have any questions for Cindy?
Cindy, tell me, where are you located?
We are located in Rancho Mirage on Gerald Ford Drive, right down the way, basically next door to Gelson's. This is what our building looks like. So if you have driven by, you've no doubt seen it. It's an architectural masterpiece, just beautiful. And that's where we're located.
So what is your cross street on Gerald Ford and
Bob Hopish?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then what will the hours of the museum be once you're opened?
So that's a great question. We haven't determined that yet. A lot of children's museums right now are doing 2 shifts in order to make sure that they sanitize and disinfect properly in between. So that may be a model that we follow. We haven't decided that quite yet.
Okay.
And then is it volunteer based or paid employees, or how do people?
It's a mix of both, actually. We do have permanent staff that is paid, and then we have a lot of volunteers, which we couldn't do it without our volunteers.
And Chef Mary, you may not know her because she graduated in between the time that you were at La Quinta High, but I believe, don't you have Lexi working with you?
We do.
Lexi graduated my first year at La Quinta, and she went through the culinary program.
She did.
Yeah.
Lexi Lazzarini was her name.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's a small world.
It is a small world. So I just want to be able to make sure to walk people through this. Real simple. Go to cdmod.org. You can see them on the website. Looks like you just click here, double your impact. It brings you to a website and you donate. Guys,
make it real easy.
Yeah, it's really easy. They also have an option for Amazon Smile. I will tell you, Cindy, Amazon Smile has been a blessing for the foundation. We don't even have to do anything other than push it out with our emails and so forth. And they've given us thousands of dollars just this last school year. So I would say definitely hit your clientele and your email list with that, because it definitely works out well with us. But no, it's pretty simple to donate to these guys. Make sure you get out there, go to the website, and as well, what's amazing is they're doing a match with the city. So I encourage everybody here, go to their website. The website's there listed on the bottom, cdmod.org, and take the challenge. I'm challenging you. Go ahead and make a donation to them, and let's make sure that they get all $150,000 from the city of Rancho Mirage.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Now that you're in the building stage, are you looking for materials or supplies or any donations from vendors or anyone in the desert that you might want to reach out to?
That's a great question. So the exhibits themselves are being built off-site with an actual fabrication company. However, I am looking for in-kind donations of things like landscaping or paint, things like that. I would love to have a putting green donated so that we could put that outside, and a sand pit, something like that. So if anybody watching has access to those types of things, that would be amazing.
Okay. You'd be amazed by our reach with CoachellaValley.com. We've had people watching us as far away as Rochester, New York, as well as places in Europe. So, who knows? Maybe Cindy will get something like that. And I will tell you, if anybody comes to me with those types of opportunities for our foundation, and I know that we can't take advantage of those, I will definitely direct them your way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it. All right, Cindy. Well, is there anything else you have for us?
Nope, that's it. Just thank you all so much for the support for 3 decades of the museum. Continue to support us so that we can reopen for our littles.
All right. Thank you so much, Cindy. You have a great day.
Bye, Cindy. Happy
Bye.
Easter.
All right. You know, we just have amazing people that just work and live in this community.
And it's like without asking what they need, you don't know what they need.
Right.
Particularly at a stage where they're constructing and building and whatever. Somebody could reach out and donate paint, or Home Depot or Lowe's or one of those big stores there in the desert.
It's funny you say that. It wasn't until I had a theater teacher tell me once that they'll take all paint because they use all the paint for their productions, for the plays and so forth. So they'll take all paint and so forth. So anybody, if you do have interest in helping out the museum, please let us know. We know how to direct you to Cindy and so forth. As you can see, she's just a pretty amazing person in the community here. But yeah, great things, Mary. I want to make sure that everybody's aware. Mary, you being a board member, you know this, but we have our Express PE grants available. And I want to make sure to bring up the link here and so somebody can see this. But if you go to our Facebook or if you go to our Twitter page, I just posted the link directly to our grants that we have available. Let me bring this up here. So if you go follow us on Twitter at Desert Sands EF, you can see that you have 3 more days to apply up to $500 for PE activities or after school activities. Basically, Mary, as you know, these grants are for anybody that want to basically do physical activity after school with our students and so forth. This could be, it could even be for like the band group that wants to do jazz band or something different, or the dance group that wants to do something after school. So these are very specific for those. I will tell you, one of our school sites, they have a smash ball tournament every year. I'm sure when you were at the beach, you definitely saw plenty of smash ball.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, a smash ball, it's basically a small trampoline. They take a ball and they hit it, and then you got to hit it again. Well, they put in for a grant for 45 of those sets. There's no reason why you guys can't put in for those sets and those types of things. So please, the grant is open until the 15th. Please go to that link there and go ahead and fill out the application. We try to make it as simple as possible so we can make it as fast as possible to get those funds in your hand and so forth. Yeah.
And Sean, give us a quick brief on how the gala is going.
Gala, I'm glad you asked that, Mary. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that slide next. So the gala is going fantastic. We've got some great sponsorships coming in. Let's see here. I'm going to go meet with Kathleen and Caroline, the co-chairs. We're going to go to see Rolf at the Tennis Gardens today, just to talk about everything gala. And then tomorrow, as I shared with you in the green room, we have a $10,000 sponsor, Mary. We have an Aston Martin sponsor. I won't share yet until I have check in hand, but we have a $10,000 sponsor. So I get to go with Caroline and Kathleen tomorrow to meet with that individual so we can go ahead and talk about all the great things in the partnership there. But June 4th is our gala. I want to go ahead and play this. I can't actually play the music because of, I'll flat out say for copyright, but this is our entertainment that is going to be there. And let me, I'm going to mute this, but you can actually see them performing. This is Doug and Meg. They're going to be performing for us at the gala. I'll tell you, the way we're going to open is it's like no other, Mary. It's like no other. They're performers. They both have performed at Coachella before. Doug with the Flusters, Meg with a couple of different bands and so forth. But they're going to open it up like there's no tomorrow. As well as we've got some students that are going to be playing alongside them too. So it's going to be a great event.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to play the music for you, but as soon as I do that, Facebook will take us off because of copyright laws.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta love that. But no, so the gala's coming on great. I'll tell you, with the sponsorship and the verbal commitments that we have so far, and the money that we've brought in so far, if everything comes through, we've already brought in about $34,000, as well as with that $34,000 out of actual sponsorships, and that translates into 127 attendees. So our goal to get to 300, hopefully it'll happen. But we're already at 127 attendees. And I'll tell you, Kathleen just sent me the invite. We're going to be mailing that out. in the next week or so, I'm sure that number is going to grow. I'm sure that number will definitely grow.
And that'll be a fun night. And I
Oh,
probably will be. The arena kind of goes into a dark for a couple of months, and
Okay.
I think our last event is in May, so it frees up my time to come over.
Okay. Well, I definitely have space for if you need a spot to stay to come out to the gala.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, speak of the devil, we got our foundation president calling me right now. I know that we got a meeting coming up with Rolf over at the Tennis Gardens to talk about everything great at the gala. Mary, do you have anything else for me today?
No, it's just a great day, and I'm really glad that we got to talk to the museum. I think I'm a big advocate of volunteering, and our world doesn't survive without these super great volunteers that step up to the bar. And it's a great social life, for them as well, to meet new people and do things and go away knowing you made a difference.
I agree 100%. No, Cindy does an amazing job over there. A lot of the people that we've had on as guests and so forth have been supporters of the museum as well. I'll say that some of our board members are past board members with them. So it's just a fantastic relationship to partner with them. And it just makes sense.
Exactly.
I think of all of those different activities she has over there. And I'm thinking of how, just because I was at La Quinta and Palm Desert alone, those different pathways and programs could definitely volunteer there, like you're talking about.
Exactly.
They could be the session leaders and so forth. So there's definitely an opportunity for that.
Well, and I think they get to see, it gives them an opportunity to be in charge of something.
Yeah, exactly.
And then see how people are reacting to, what the museum is offering, seeing people happy. I know we did that at the high school. It was great to see how the kids were kind of surprised when they were dealing with an older gentleman at at one of our events, or talking with people that were, during the war with some of our students that were there. They were just amazed that they could sit down and listen to those stories. And the same thing at the museum, just watching little kids and then showing them how to do things. That's kind of fun.
I agree 100%. Mary, today we had a full show of things going on. I'm not sure yet about Thursday's episode. How Thursdays have been getting, I'll be honest, I've just been bombarded with different meetings and so forth. But I always make sure that we do Tuesday. But I'll let you know about Thursday. But Mary, why don't you wrap us up here?
Well, I probably won't be with you on Thursday because I also have a huge conflict. So that takes us into Easter Sunday, and do lots of eggs and have a lot of fun and just enjoy the holiday and enjoy just enjoy the fun of it. It's just a fun time, and it's great for little kids. And we're already planning our Easter egg hunt in the community here and face painting, and it's going to be a good day. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. And Mary, I know that you always ask, whenever we have spring break, we have off when we have a break. So next week, no classroom conversations.
Oh my gosh.
You get a week off.
Yeah, we had spring break the last 2 weeks here.
There you go. Hey, before we wrap up, as she was calling me on the phone, she's also saying good morning. Kathleen, how you doing? And she's mentioning she just picked up her Easter bin from storage. There you go.
Yes.
Well, from all of us, hey, if we don't talk to you on Thursday, have a great spring break.
Yes.
Have a great Easter, and we'll see you later.
Okay, see you then.
All right, Mary, we're no longer